I'm doing another talk show here in Dhaka now, as I'm still not able to go out. I'm getting better now, but still very weak after all these days without food. I mean, not much food. I went out only twice. The first time was my friend took me to the sightseeing trip the whole day. That was very exhausting. And the last night, he took me to a hospital. Before I talk about the hospital, I tell you a little story. You know, the Bangladeshis are very friendly. Even if you go to a bakery, you could meet a gentleman who would very nicely greet to you and shake hands with you. And so during the whole day trip with my friend, I was constantly introduced to different people. For example, at the hospital customer service manager, or the mall manager, or even to visit his house, this apartment, the buildings, the beauty manager. Anyway, anywhere where I had to shake hands and talk to people. And on the way, I saw a mosque. And he said, this is the biggest mosque in Dhaka. It's very nice, white. You know, I always respect all kinds of religion. Any temple, mosque, church, anything to do with religion, I would go there to worship and to pray, to show my respect. This is why I asked the driver to stop the car, and I stepped down and I went to the mosque. Then an Allah serviceman came to me and very nicely, friendly, shook hands with me. Then he asked me a question: are you a Muslim? And then I hesitated, and I tried to make him happy and say, oh, my lady is a Muslim. Then it did make him very happy. He said, you should be a Muslim. Then he just held my hands and started praying. I didn't know what he was doing. And after pray, then he made the announcement. From now on, you are a Muslim. As easy as that. As simple as that. Okay, now I'm a Muslim too. That's great. Anyway, let's come back to the hospital thing. When I travel all over the world, diarrhea is a normal problem of me. It happens from time to time. That's why I always carry a bottle of very strong Japanese medicine. Normally, it stops just once. If I had diarrhea, I just stop eating, have 4 tablets or 5 tablets, eat it. Next day, no problem. But this time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the whole bottle. It did not stop. Yesterday was 7 days now. Still not completely stopped, and I have a kind of no fever. And so I really want to check it out. Of course, another thing is that I want to have experience to see how the Bangladesh hospital is like. Then my friend said there's 2 hospitals. One is very close, will be very, very crowded because it's cheap. Another one is the best and more expensive. I said, of course, go to the expensive one, but it's too far away. I said, yeah, no problem. So we took the doo-doo and going there. I filmed it the whole way, but I don't want to show just too noisy, too dirty. I don't want even to listen to it whenever. I don't even want to edit it.
খরচা বেশি হয় ট্যাঙ্ক শোনে
the CD. When I edit, I have to listen to those notes. Okay, so I just get all this footage. The hospital is very nice. The infrastructure is so good. I mean, it's Japanese level. It's not any better. Everything is so cool. The difference from Japan is it has a very strict security check. It's like an airport. You have to check everything, you know. And then there's a gunman, gun with real gun policeman every floor. Then I have to show my passport. I have to fill in the form, my father's name, all the details, passport number, everything, for diarrhea. Anyway, they see the doctor cost like 1,000 Dhaka. Normal hospital costs 500. 1,000 is supposed to be expensive now. $12 to us, to Westerners. This is normal, or not much. Then finally I saw the doctor. The doctor in the beginning was quite serious, but I started to joke about it. You know, I had his name card. I said, "Oh, Doctor who, and you know, you are highly recommended. And as a foreigner, you know, you make him happy." Then I told him the story, like how I got my stomachache in India. Then he started laughing. He said, "Oh, this is Indian bacteria." You know, he had a very good chance to make fun of the Indians. Then he told me, many people come here from India. You have to come back from India to come here with the problem. So after his check everything, blood pressure and check my eyes, everything, and my stomach, and the conclusion is just a simple food poisoning. Okay, it's just too strong, this food poisoning. And you are getting better, he said, you are getting better. So from now on, you just have to eat properly, eat well-boiled food, and don't eat outside. And he's a little worried, how can you cook in a hotel, you know? Then I did my blood test and my, nose thing test. And the test will cost 1 day more, and today we'll have the result. If the result come out nothing, then I will be all right. There's nothing serious. The test, everything, cost plus medicine, everything all together is about $60. $60 to us is not a problem, not at all. Especially people like me, I may or may not, because for $60 probably I won't bother to do it. But I could bring all these papers to the Japanese government and get 70% back because I have the health insurance. Or if I wait to bring the whole thing to Norway, I get 100% back. But I think the Bangladeshis, how can I survive? If you have 2 kids, if they're sick at the same time, they have to go to hospital. Like my friend, okay, he has 3 kids. He told me he spent a lot of money on the kids for the hospital for $120, when the average income here in this country is like $300, $400. That's deadly expensive. Anyway, It took about 1 hour. The whole thing is over. Oh, one thing. Why I did not show you videos? Because video camera was not allowed. I was stopped by the entrance. But the security guard says you're not allowed to carry your camera in. Then I said, okay, I can put the camera into my bag. They said, no, you're not allowed to put your camera into your bag. You have to put in the service counter. Then I went to the service counter. The service counter, there is a man, look like Chinese, white, very nice. And this gentleman is very nice, very hospitable, and very humble, and very helpful. Then he made appointment for me, for the doctor and everything, and finally said, yes, camera is not allowed, but for you, it's okay, put in the bag, please. So finally, when everything finished, I specifically went to the front again to thank this gentleman for his kindness. The worst people is the test laboratory people. They are very, very bad. When I walked in, no one looked at us. They keep talking their own things. There's only one lady taking my blood, and she had direct eye contact with me. The other man, he took my other samples, something, even does not bother to look at me. They're just so cold. I don't know why. They're choosing to do this job. They're choosing to analyze people's shit. Why you don't like it? Why you don't like the owner of the shit? I don't know why. Anyway, yesterday was a very good experience. If you are sick here in Dhaka, there is a good hospital here, internationally standard, and very clean, and very high building, big building. With all these policemen, every floor with guns. Anyway, on way back was not so bad. Okay, I have to mention again. So, when my friend asked me, there's one closer, one further away. Further away is better, so I decided to go to further away one. But when I was in the doo-doo, I started to regret, because on the way it took about 1 hour. One traffic light. We have to wait for 3 traffic lights, and it took about 10 minutes just to try to cross that intersection. It's just chaos. It's just constantly all this noise. I should say, if the Indian drivers are super skilled drivers, the Bangladeshi drivers are acrobatic drivers. They play miracle. Anyway, on the way back, probably was over the peak, so was very smooth. We went back to the hotel. I don't know if it's because I saw the doctor or not. We came back and feel better. Psychologically, I also feel better. And this morning was the first time. And the dining hall, the breakfast is included. Today, miraculously had a cabbage, cabbage. So I had some cabbage. I had some chicken even. But of course, I use hot water to boil it, to get the oil away, and get the heavy taste away. Just eat it. I think that's a very good idea for me to eat now. I have a hot water, then I can wash it and eat it. From now on, I will start eat more and more normally, and I will try to go out to buy some food, try to recover. But I will still remain in the room for maybe the rest of my stay here in Dhaka. Thank you. Bye-bye. Even you go to Berkeley, you will, even if you go to Berkeley, for example, we visited the hospital, customer service manager today is not very good. For example, the hospital customers, oh God.